Traveling domestically and abroad is an essential part of being a president, and when you are the President of the United States, there are a whole lots of vehicle that he travels with, known as Motorcade. There is Air Force One for air travel and Marine One for short trip to New York. Well, that is what you get as a Commander-in-Chief and Head of State of the United States of America. But how does the President of the United States travel with the whole vehicle in his Motorcade when he travels abroad? Well, in today's video, we will show you how the US President travel with all the vehicle when visiting other countries. Welcome to Highest Luxury, the home of the billionaires. If you haven't subscribed, I encourage you to like and subscribe, and I know you can do that in less than 5 seconds. Thanks for doing that for me. Alright, let's get started. The President of the United States is considered the most powerful and influential person in the world. With great power comes great responsibility, and also significant risk. And since the 20th century, the US President has been using designated vehicles for transport, while the US Secret Service, the agency behind the President's security, considers the President to be in his most vulnerable position while he is traveling. And the most risks come from being on transit. After the most notably assassination of the 35th President John F. Kennedy in 1963, the U.S. Secret Service leaves no stone unturned to ensure the maximum security possible and provides the President with the most secured land and air vehicles in the world, known as the Beast Car and Air Force One. But how does the US President travel with all these cars? Well, that is where the duty of the Secret Service comes in. Before the President travel, the US Secret Service has it all planned out. First, there is a C-17 Globemaster aircraft, a Lockheed C-5, where all the cars are being loaded on for evacuation, and all this must be done before the President arrival. The C-17 Globemaster aircraft is capable of transporting all the presidential vehicle at once, but that does not come without a price tag. When the President travels abroad, the transportation of all his Motorcade cost at a whopping sum of $200,000, but that is not all. The US Secret Service also travel along the Motorcade to secure the environment before the President arrives at the location. Although the brief details of the presidential transports are top secret, there are a lot of speculations about their security details based on their public appearances. Well, if that is the case, let's take a look at the Motorcade the President travels on. The Cadillac One is the US President's official state car, nicknamed as the Beast. It is a specially designed vehicle, created by the General Motors luxury brand. They are two with the same identical plate number, and it's being created for the safety of the President anytime he is on the road. The car is heavily modified for security and protection purposes. It is equipped with 8-inch armor plating, 5-inch bulletproof glass, and a hermetically sealed cabin to protect against chemical and biological attacks. It also has a variety of communication systems to maintain contact with the White House and other government officials. The exterior design of the Cadillac One is customized to meet the requirements of the Secret Service. The vehicle is also equipped with various emergency equipment, such as necessary weapons, oxygen tanks, fire extinguishing systems, and a blood supply of the same blood group as the President. The car is driven by Secret Service agents and is usually part of a convoy of vehicles. The presidential limousine remains in the middle of the Motorcade. On the front, there are a whole lots of vehicles and motorbikes to clear out the route, in search of any danger, in order to protect the Beast. Some of the vehicles are occupied by armed secret agents, who act as the first wave of security and will face any threat that approaches the Beast. The Beast is not the only car that's been the center of the Motorcade. To confuse the attackers, the presidential car is accompanied by 2 other identical limousines that act as decoys, in case of a severe security risk. All of the vehicles in the Motorcade might be identical Cadillacs. Behind the secured package lies the presidential vehicles. There is a hazardous materials mitigation unit truck that responds to chemical, nuclear, and biological attacks against the President. There are more cars behind the presidential limousine, which are occupied by secret agents, doctors, military personnel, press members, and police officers, and most of them create a buffer for the President's car. And due to the high level of customization and security features, the cost of the Cadillac One is not publicly disclosed, but however, it is estimated that an hour of using the presidential Motorcade costs a whopping sum of $150,000. the Secret Service prefers to transport the president via air, and that is where the Marine One and the almighty Air Force One jet comes in, if the road trip requires more than 20 minutes drive. And once the trip exceeds more than 20-minute drive, the president has to travel with Air Force One aircraft. The Air Force One is the official air traffic control call of any United States airline carrying the President of the United States. The history of Air Force One dates back to 1943 when President Franklin D. Roosevelt flew in a military plane for the first time. The first plane specifically designated as Air Force One was a Douglas VC-54C aircraft that began service in 1945 during the Truman administration. Since then, several presidential aircraft have been used and modified to meet the president's needs. The current aircraft is typically a specially configured Boeing 747-200B, although the president can fly on any aircraft that meets the necessary security and communication requirements. Air Force One is also called the Flying Fortress due to its highly specialized defense systems, and despite being a customized commercial aircraft, Air Force One is well equipped with state-of-the-art security systems to protect the president and other passengers from potential threats. These systems capable of jamming and detecting equipment that are made to harm the president, and when such thing occur, this aircraft can fire flares to distract heat-seeking missiles, making it impossible for potential attackers to harm the president or any other person on board. And that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please like and subscribe to this channel to keep watching more of our content. Thank you and see you in the next video.